Before we begin, I'm gonna loosen up with a little rum.
As if you need to loosen up. No cheers. Not even a cheers.
I forgot the cheers.
Thanks.
I'm Robert.
I'm Joe.
When I get drunk, they call me Tiki Bobby.
Among other things.
You know, Tiki Java, I wanted it to be self-explanatory in the name. Tiki for tiki drinks, Java for coffee. Both words come from the South Pacific, and the whole concept of tiki is a faux Polynesian thing made up by a guy named Don the Beachcomber. He created this whole faux Polynesian escapist vibe using rum and exotic spices to create a hideaway environment that you could get away from the daily grind. But he had a formula of like sort of your base spirit, very rum forward in most cases, but also not too sweet, always balanced, a little bit of a tartness to them, always fresh squeezed juices, always high quality ingredients, high quality rum. Everything was done with a lot of care. But you know, Tiki's all about escapism and imagining that you can get away, you know, to the South Pacific.
From the urban decay that surrounds your everyday life.
The concrete jungle. So for a trial run, we decided to just open on Tuesday nights. Each Tuesday I would really choose a specific cocktail and highlight it and feature it and talk to people about the history of that cocktail. So it was a big success, and we decided to just go all in and open almost every day of the week. Well, there was no coffee on this corner, and so I said, well, let's open really early, like ridiculously early, 7 a.m. We did have a few customers that came in for coffee, but it just really wasn't enough to sustain being open that early. Really, the tiki cocktails have taken off way more than the coffee. We do have a couple of coffee drinks with alcohol in them that are very popular, but it's definitely been more of coffee cocktails and tiki cocktails than just a regular coffee shop.
So we will get a lot of people in here during the day that come in to get a coffee, but that's a good way. Like, I have a lot of people that will come in and get a coffee and a shot. Yeah. But for a lot of people, like for me, for instance, like I like day drinking too, but I like to day drink if I have some like caffeine and I have something I can also sip on otherwise.
Right.
And I think for a lot of people, what they want is to come in and get some coffee and maybe play some pool or like listen to some music.
Yeah.
And then they're hyped up, then they're ready to go. It's a good one-stop shop, you know?
And Jefferson Street also.
Right,
know?
in general, the location.
Yeah, a lot of times we'll have people come in and they say, do you have food? And we say, well, we have a few like pastries or cakes or something like that, but if you want a full meal, go down to Stella's one block
County
away,
Club.
or County Club this way, you know.
Which all of those people also come here, and
Right.
it's a community.
When I first took over the Green Lantern 5 years ago, I knew that I wanted to do a tiki bar on the other side, and I built it right away, but there was so much work to do with the lantern. So it was about 3 years in before I was able to finally say, okay, I'm going to open this tiki bar. At first there was a lot of skepticism among the regular happy hour crowd, but you know, and they've been drinking at this bar for 40 years, long before I even owned it, you know. So they were skeptical about the tiki concept, and a lot of people are because they don't really know what tiki is. They think it's too sweet or, you know, a tropical boat drink type deal. But once they got a taste of them, you know, saw what it was all about, I won over a lot of people with it.
You know, these are like older retired people that are coming here and they drink the same amount of Budweisers every single day, right. And now they're asking like, can I get a Mai Tai? Right. Which is a fascinating thing. It's a fascinating cultural experiment.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people that just don't know what it is.
Right.
And we definitely have a cocktail culture here in Lexington, but a lot of that is very prohibition, pre-prohibition kind of stuff.
Tiki cocktails have as much going on as like your fancy schmancy cocktails at other places.
Oh, your bourgeoisie cocktail.
You know, but at the end of the day, we're here to have fun. So, you know, we want to sort of kick back, relax, wear crazy aloha shirts.
I think that's the point. That's the ending point. Is it's more about fun.
It's more about fun, right? Except that we take our drinks really seriously. I think the best part of owning a bar downtown these days is just how many people are coming from other parts of the country to check out Lexington. You have an opportunity to really represent the city and represent Kentucky in general, and talk to them about, you know, our bourbon culture, which, you know, ironically, I'm doing this tiki bar with all of this rum, but most people when they come to Kentucky, they're wanting to try bourbon for the first time. And so the great tie-in with tiki is that even though a lot of the cocktails are made with rum, there are quite a few that actually have bourbon and gin and some other spirits in there. One of the first drinks that I offer people who are looking for bourbon but also want to try tiki is our Kentucky Con Tiki. And that's based on a 1938 recipe called the Bourbon Special.
As part of my life, I'm a touring musician. I've played in every single state in the continental U.S. every year almost, and I've been to every major city in this country. I think Lexington kind of kicks their butts. Like it really, like, it's a good city, and it doesn't have a lot of everything, but it has everything.
It has one tiki bar.
It has one tiki bar, but that tiki bar has everything. The one to rule them all.
Yeah.
Oh, I got this. We're here all the time.
Come see us.
Yeah. I'll drink with you.